Hi, I'm Jen and welcome to Tasty Memories. On this episode, I'm going to share with you a dessert that my father taught me, which is Thai sticky rice served with ripe mango and a sweet creamy coconut sauce right on top, otherwise known as khao niao mak muang. Come on, Dad, tell them how good it is.
Hi, Swadikap. You must try this recipe. If you don't like this recipe, I'm gonna kick your ass with the Muay Thai style.
Yeah, that's so racist. Growing up, I was able to enjoy so many different desserts, especially because my father was in Thailand and my mom from the Philippines. But this one is one of my favorites, especially when the weather warms up and mangoes are really ripe. Now, it may seem like a very exotic dish, but trust me, it's not, because it's very easy to make and the ingredients are not so hard to find. So the first thing you're going to need is glutinous rice that will make our sticky rice. You usually find it in your Asian grocery store or even some conventional supermarkets. I've seen it there too. And the package will say sweet rice or glutinous rice. And it's a very starchy grain. You'll see that it's not very transparent at all. And it needs to be steamed. Now before you steam the rice, you have to actually prepare it. So all you have to do is rinse it, drain it, and then let it soak in water for at least an hour. But the longer you soak it, the less time you have to cook it. I wouldn't recommend doing it overnight because then it'll just be really mushy. And you don't want mushy in your mouth. Now there are different ways you can steam the rice at home. Traditionally in Thailand, they would use a pot like this. Isn't that cool? Funky shape. With a basket and cover it with a lid. But since a lot of you may not have this, you can use other things like a colander. And you just fill up a pot with water. Make sure the water doesn't touch the colander, the bottom of the colander, and cover it with the lid. Or if you have a steamer already, like I do here, you could do the same thing. Fill it up with water. You have your strainer, whatever thing that is. So to put the rice in the pot, you're gonna need some cheesecloth so that the grains don't just fall into the water. Now just drain your rice. All right, now the water is boiling. Watch your face for steam. And you're just gonna line the holder there with the cheesecloth. And to that, add your rice. And make sure it's one flat layer. Kind of like this, flatten it out, and then just cover it up with the cheesecloth. And just place the lid and let it cook for about 8 minutes, and then we're gonna check if it's tender or not. Now for the coconut cream sauce. A lot of the times people like to make two separate batches, one to mix in with the rice and one to pour in the dessert after. But my dad, being lazy and smart, says, hey, screw all of that and make it in one pot. That way you don't have to be crazy, because it's dessert. So in a pot, I have some coconut milk here. This is about a can's worth. You don't want coconut water. Make sure you get coconut milk that's very thick, like this. And to that, you're gonna add a little less than a cup of sugar. You can always add a little more later. Now the key to this sauce is that it has to be a balance of sweet and a little hint of salt. So I have some salt here. A little more than a pinch. And you're gonna let that sauce thicken up and let the sugar dissolve. So now it's been about 8 minutes. I'm gonna check the rice for texture and see if it's done. Ooh, it's hot. Be careful, don't burn your face and sue me later. All right, so remove the cheesecloth. And I'm gonna check from the middle. It's done actually. It shouldn't be crunchy, but it should feel kind of chewy, and that sticky consistency, that's what we want, okay? So now the rice is ready and the cream sauce has now thickened up. All right, I'm gonna give it a taste to see if we need to add anything else. Good. Should be sweet, kind of nutty tasting with just a hint of salt, kind of like when you're eating salted caramel, kind of like that. So now in order to cool the rice, just remove it from the cheesecloth, and then we're gonna add half of the cream sauce, mix it into the rice, and let it sit to cool and soak up goodness. It is so hot. so hot. Alright, now I put the rice aside to cool, and now we're going to work on the topping. You don't need it, but traditionally they add these peeled split mung beans to give a little crunchy texture. If you don't have that, you can also use sesame seeds or maybe some shredded coconut. It's up to you. I'm just going to add this to the pan and get it nice and crispy brown. Now for my favorite part, the mango. Oh, it smells so sweet, like a ripe mango should. It should also feel a little firm, not too hard, but not too soft either, because then it might be rotten inside. I have a champagne mango here. You can use any one that you have. Now, most people like to cut a mango by slicing off the flesh and then scoring it and then, inverting and peeling the cubes. Well, in this case, we're going to just peel off the skin, slice it off, and then cut it into diagonals. Now to plate, put a nice spoonful right there. Then place your mango right to the side. Then pour some additional sauce right over the rice. And some of the mango if you'd like. And top it off with those nutty golden mung beans. Okay, Dad, we'll give it a try.
Absolutely, my mother teach me. Then I teach Jennifer.
Did I do a good job?
Right, that's perfect.
High five.
Right.
Yeah.
ขอบคุณครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
Please enjoy ข้าวเหนียวมะม่วง
ข้าวเหนียวมะม่วง
The
Yeah.
best. Yes.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. If you like this recipe, share your results using #JustEatLife or send us a photo on Facebook. Be sure to check out our last episode on how to make shrimp stuffed avocado and subscribe because you know you wanna.